Hello. Welcome to Why I Hate. It's back. And on the chopping block today is It by Stephen King. Let's get started. Alright, so before I get started on It, Ma, use the joke! Are you proud? No, I'm still a failure? Alright. But before I get started on It, just know that it's not a bad story, and what scares you is incredibly subjective. I know this. So this is a horror movie. And it failed its one goal, the goal being to fucking scare me. A few jump scares got me pretty good, and the side effects were decent. It just prayed that people would find clowns scary. And the psychological aspect was cool. If it wasn't ruined by the fact that everybody lived and it had the predictable, if we all stick together, then we can defeat the monster. If it didn't stick to that, maybe. And they just had to throw in a romantic subplot. Like, why? It's a fucking horror movie. This movie introduces so many new characters that are thrown in out of nowhere, like the homeschooled kid. He was thrown in out of nowhere. And he is hard to get attached to because I don't know him. I don't even remember his name. But on the other hand, Beverly was easy to get to care about. No, not just because she was hot. No. Stop. Internet, stop. It was just because she had a backstory. She was interesting. She actually had a character arc. Like the homeschool kid, he didn't even have a character. Neither did the other two, really, except that they were introduced in like 10 seconds. But my biggest problem in the movie is, why does Ben kiss Bev to wake her up when she's in her holy shit phase? But Bev and Bill still end up together in the end? This movie drip feeds so much stuff at you that when it gets to the final conclusion, it's really, really unsatisfying. This movie could have been a lot better, too, if it was shorter, more to the point, and they chose whether it would be a psychological thing or a real life thing. Like, it split the line, and it was very good. They thought, but it led it in one direction and then took it in a different direction towards the end of the movie, which I'm not a huge fan of. I don't find clowns scary, like, at all. Like, I think they're funny. Like, when he bit his hand off, I was sitting there laughing my ass off. Like, it was the best when he bit his hand. I was dead. The one thing that really fails this movie is its lack of dialogue between characters that is good. While some of the dialogue between the friends is true, trust me, I say the same shit with my friends. The dialogue and action scenes, like, in my head I was like, I just choked on the cheese of that line. All in all, it wasn't a bad movie. But hey, this is called Why I Hate, so I have to point out all the faults in it and why it sucks, except it doesn't suck. It's a pretty good movie. It's a good story. It's a thriller. Honestly, it's a thriller. It's not a horror movie. It's a thriller. That's what it should be marketed as. It's a thriller with jump scares. That's what it is. A thriller with jump scares. That's what it is. But yeah. I'll see you fuckers in the next episode.